What's up everyone, I am Tim Oates on bass, and in this video I've got some gear maintenance to do and you're going to join me. Alright, I've talked before about the importance of maintaining your gear, and to be honest, I've got a couple things that have been kind of sitting in the back burner that I haven't taken care of. So I'm going to take care of all of that today. But before I jump into that, let me give you a quick rundown of what we're looking at. All right, so this is my current rack that I want to do some maintenance to. And there's so many things I don't like about this configuration right now. Let me explain first how I got to this point. All right, so this was my original rack that I was using for quite a long time. And I never actually meant to gig out with this. I've had it for a while. It was just meant for kind of around the house, things like that. But I ended up gigging with it a lot. It's a little 4-space guy, not a lot of protection, kind of small, and honestly a little bit of a pain. Again, for just around the house and with some smaller gear just to keep it safe, totally fine. But for gigging out, it definitely was getting to be a pain. So what I did is I got this guy right here. Now, the funny thing is when I got this one, I got a couple more spaces in it, which is great, but also at the same time, Burden Affinity went cabless shortly thereafter. So this was kind of thrown together. I had my wireless system in here as well, but I think I only played with this rack system once or twice before we went cabless, pulled the wireless system out and put it in the main Burden Affinity rack, and this has kind of been sitting around, but I want to redo it because I was never really happy with the way I put this together. I just kind of need to get something put together and ready to go for that first practice. But you can see like the power conditioner is all the way towards the bottom, really should be on the top because I've got these pull-out lights that are meant for in a dark situation to be on top. There's just a number of things I want to do here. But we're going to switch that around now. And then also I'm going to try something a little different. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to test it out together. So what I have is I have this Line 6 Pod Pro. It's rack mounted. I've had this for a number of years, and I've used this for when I do play guitar. I don't play guitar a lot. I would never play guitar live, but it's nice to be able to play around the house and get ideas for writing and things like that. But I always have to hook this up to headphones because I don't actually have a guitar amp. So what I'm going to try to do, since this is a preprocessor and it needs power to go through an amp, is I'm going to try to run this through my head. For anyone out there that's like, hey, that's going to sound terrible. Look, I know this is not meant to be great sounding. I just want to get some amplification. My cab here is actually an FR cab, which is designed for both bass and guitar. I use it for bass. I actually love the just flat range in it, and to be able to dial in the bass tone that I want. It's actually why I got it. It's also really light. So what I'm hoping is that if I can actually run this preprocessor for the guitar with an option to run through the head unit, I don't want it to be full time because I still want to be able to plug my bass directly in, then if that works out, then I'll be able to literally just plug in the guitar and switch over kind of quickly, have it all in one rack, going through my cab, and no matter what, I'm ready to go within seconds. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. Don't know if it's going to work out. I also have some maintenance to do on the actual cab itself because the cab is coming unglued in certain spots. So I actually think I'm going to start with that. All right, so this is my cab. It's made by Lowdown Sound, a company probably a lot of people are not too familiar with. My understanding of the way that this cab came about and the way this company works is the actual designs for these FR cabs were made by a guy or a company that didn't actually produce cabinets. So what he did is he actually sold the designs to various companies to build them. And Lowdown Sound is one of the companies that built the cabs. And one of the things that I love about this is it's so light. It's so simple. It's really light. I guess me picking that up doesn't actually help show how light it is, but it's one of the things that are always kind of shocking for musicians when they pick it up. But let me pop this grill off real quick. So I got just a single 15 and a 6-inch for the highs. And that's it, right? It's really kind of a simple construction, but what I'm doing today, I'm not gonna mess with the inside too much, but definitely you can see all of this is coming unglued. So I've got some Gorilla Glue and I'm gonna just try to get all of this cleaned up and pressed down and get it looking good again. We'll see how it works. Hopefully I do not glue my fingers shut, but that would make for a fantastic video if it does happen. All right, so cab is done about as far as I can go. I ended up using kind of a combination of Gorilla Glue and some duct tape. I got the clamps on. Hopefully all of that will set okay. I'm gonna set this down, let that set somewhere, and then get to the rack. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is just come back here and undo any wires that need to be undone. Here's what I'm gonna be looking to do. Definitely want the power conditioner on top. Kind of the rest of it doesn't really matter, you know, in terms of the way it goes. So really what I'm gonna be probably looking at is ease of cable management. So the orange is probably the longest thing in here. It goes pretty deep, whereas rack screws. Whereas the line 6 guy here, this is pretty short. So what I probably need to do is think through my signal change. By the way, this orange OB1500, absolutely love this head. You know, basic 3-band, which I actually prefer more of a simplified EQ. It does have a distortion and a blend module here, and there's a foot switch that connects to it as well. You know, I gotta be honest, I tried to use this distortion for a while and I just ended up not particularly liking it. So I ended up pulling the distortion all together, and I usually just zero this out and go, you know, all clean and run the distortion through my Big Muff Pi pedal, which I do really like. So Orange, I love your products. Only complaint is just the distortion and the blending is not doing it for me. Sorry. But need to get all this together. This is the short one. This one it's a little bit longer, but that's gonna go on top, and then this one's pretty short too. So it'll probably end up being more of a game of cable management. And basically the way that I had this set up is in the back I've got the line output going into the input on the back of here. So I'll probably keep that set up. I don't want to run the in through here and add to the signal change. I find that just adds to any noise that may be there already. So what that means is I'll probably just have it set up where there is an output coming out of the back here, coming along the side. That'll go in here, and then I can just pull it or plug in directly, and that'll literally determine if this is in the chain or not. This in the back, it'll be pretty clean actually, so I'm looking forward to this. So I'm gonna move all the cables over here, got my screws, and I'm just gonna start pulling stuff and setting it aside and then just redoing. So yeah, you're just gonna watch while I do a bunch of stuff. This is a great time to dust too. Ready to try it out? All right, it's the moment of truth. Cab's ready to go. Got the rack ready to go. Let's see if this works as planned. Power conditioner works. Put the volume all the way down just in case. No noise is a good thing. All right. So that works. Now I know there's no compression or anything. I'm not running my pedal board through, so it's just kind of a raw sound. But let's see if the tuner is working as expected. Looking good there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, switch out and see what it's like with the guitar. Okay, moment of truth. No noise is good. Ooh. All right, so I'm very happy with how this worked out. The tone isn't great. I definitely need to spend some time twisting knobs and trying to dial in what I need to make the guitar sound decent. I know it's kind of a weird setup, right? The guitar pre-pro module going in through the bass head unit using it as a power amp and then out to an FR power cab. I get it, totally weird. I'm very happy that this worked out because this gives me the ability to switch back and forth between bass and guitar whenever I want while I'm at home. This is a rig that will not go live, at least in the current state. Wouldn't even be used for studio purposes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, drop a comment. Let me know if you want to see more videos about gear or maintenance or things like that. I'm happy to put it together. I just need to know what you want to see. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, right? Ring the little bell. That's why you get notified of new videos that come out whenever I drop them, usually every week, usually on Tuesdays. But anyway, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you keep making beautiful music, and I will see you in the next video.